All right, so right off the bat, I don't do this kind of thing. Don't do social media. I'm on Facebook, but I'm on it because of a game I play on my phone. Twitter, whatever else, I don't. It's not my thing. But I am making a video because I've worked in the restaurant industry since I was 15 years old. It's, for the most part, what I've known. And the simple fact is, and people like to pretend it wasn't always this way, but restaurant workers, service industry workers have always been treated badly. From fast food to fine dining, we're always treated poorly, less than. And it just kind of goes with the job. It's just the way it is. Or was. I mean, the younger generation is correct. It never should have been this way. We never should have been treated so poorly and talked to in such a manner. But I'm making the video because, especially the last couple of recent stories I've seen. I mean, a guy throwing his drink at a high school girl and calling her an immigrant. It's just a symptom of a bigger problem that's always been there, and it's just gotten bigger since 2016. I don't have to name why that is. But yeah, it's just gotten bigger since then. And then with the situation we currently find ourselves in, apparently people feel even more inclined to treat food industry people horribly. The simple fact is we work harder than you could ever actually imagine. If you haven't worked in this industry, then you don't know. You can think it's a joke, that it's like a bubblegum job, which will date me, will explain my age, but you're wrong. It's always been difficult. You can't be an idiot and do this job. You can't. It's a difficult line of work. And some people do it because they have to, because life circumstances do not always give you the opportunity for a higher education. And even when they do, sometimes it doesn't really matter, because you just don't get that higher education job. You end up being a server or a bartender because you may have to work 6 days a week, and some of those days will be 12 hours. 12 hours where you make, in the end, $40. But they do that so they can have that 1 day a week, if they're lucky, where they make a couple hundred, because people are generous and business is good that day. But that's just not always the case. Sometimes, for weeks on end, business is not that way. But they come in and they still serve you, and they try to do it with a smile despite whatever's going on that day. So what I'm asking is why? Why do you have to throw things at them, berate them, belittle them? If you think your food is going to taste better because you make someone else feel small, then it's not the food, not the flavor of the food you're improving. It's your enjoyment of other people's suffering that you're improving, and you're doing it purposely. So, if that's your point, don't go out to restaurants. Just don't. If you want to make people feel small, find a job where they let you do that. Just don't do it to people who are trying to do their job in order for you to enjoy your day. And on top of that, the tipping thing, I get it. It feels kind of stupid that you have to tip in order for that person to survive. And you're right, because the companies and the government ensured it to be that way. Until they actually get paid a living wage, which, trust me, $7.50 or $7.25 or whatever it is now, is not a living wage. It might even be $8.25. It's not. Those people work hard, and most of them are lucky to scrape by. if they scrape by. So maybe, just maybe, treat them like you would somebody you care about, someone you love. That person can upset you. That's okay. You still wouldn't try and ruin their entire day just for that. So don't do it to the stranger who's trying to make you some food so you can enjoy your time doing your hobby or watching TV or spending it with your family. You're saving that time by not having to cook. Or you're enjoying that time together by not having to cook. But remember that. We're doing something so you don't have to. We are losing time so you can get more time. So maybe think about that next time you get really, really upset at somebody who, I don't know, put cheese on a hamburger, even though you hate them. And everybody loves cheeseburgers. I don't.